My name is Robert Green. I'm a 68-year-old male, one that most people in America would consider a black male, but I consider myself just a man, not necessarily a black man, just a man, period. And where we are is my studio, and it's at 2205 St. Louis Avenue in the historic St. Louis Place neighborhood. And the studio started off being a house that I bought for my daughter, and then it was too much of a project, and I ended up taking it over. And in the process of working on the house, in order to get through all the work that I had to do, I looked at it as a big art project. And so in the process of taking on that mind construct, I decided that let's just start building some art. So in the process of working on this building, and with the process of me living in this neighborhood all my life, I am traumatized by a lot of things that happened in this community in reference to displacement, erasure, and replacement. And so in the interim of working on this building, I would take a break, but I wouldn't stop working. I would create art in order to relieve some of the trauma. And so the art that I create is not art to me, it's a journal. But I also like to call it trashy. And it is trashy, because that's why, it's reclaimed. And so it was thrown away, it was discarded. It was from a burning building. That came from a building that was across the street. And that building dated to 1860s. It was a mansion. But there was a young lady that lived on the side porch of the building. Unfortunately, she wasn't doing well. And then one day I was working on the stairwell, and I looked out and the porch was in blaze. Of course, my first response was to call the fire department. My second response to see if I could help her. And she burned that building down, so I created that piece, and it's called Wicked in the Fire. That goes to the whole thing, think, imagine, and reclaim. But it's also, think, imagine, reclaim is one way you can put it, but you can also put it as displacement, erasure, and replacement. And so I wanted to reclaim some of the building that was left, even though it don't look nothing like it, it looks zero like it. It's parts of it. It is really not an exhibition. It's a journal of my life. And as far as people been able to come to my studio, it's open all the time. It's open just by calling my number, 314-243-1021. And that's 2205 St. Louis Avenue. Come on in.